Woke to Death is now making a splash. Recently made a video 2 days ago for you guys, trying to be within the guidelines to try and say what I have to say, and we've been saying for many years. Collectively, we've been saying for many years. We've been bombarded and attacked by a lot of natural immunity deniers. And that's a little term I coined on here about a year and a half ago. And it's something, it's somebody's aunt, somebody's uncle, somebody's brother, somebody's sister, coworker, neighbor's friend, aunt's friend, my cousin's friend, my anything and everybody that you could correlate or connect to. So yesterday I made this video here for you guys, and surprisingly I got a lot of views. None of my videos really get any views at all, with almost 5,000 videos posted on here in the last 10 years. But I'm grateful that at least this video got out. Now I want to turn towards the comments. We received 2,720 comments on this video, and it was incredible. What people have to say, what people want to tell, how people are being affected, and how, thank you for the super chat there, for the extra, just opening up and being very, I try to respond to as many people as humanly possible in the last 2 days. And this is affecting a lot of people, and it's getting, not being taken seriously or being avoided on purpose by the mainstream and the mainstream, so I got to be very kind of vague on this here. And and the amount of stories. Now, I told you guys in the first video I was receiving a huge uptick in emails, and it's correlating, or because of our episodes that we do on Mike in the Night on Odyssey, where people call in and stuff, and now that show is picking up a bit of traction, right? And it's crazy. The comments are some really good positive ones. Turn your grief into action. My doctor over 30 years retired because he refused. Same is happening in Australia. And if you are anywhere in the Commonwealth, take the time and go to my YouTube channel and type in your country in the Commonwealth and see how, for years, I've been warning people about the disappearing middle class, the money laundering, the economic takeover, how basically impoverishing and putting local Canadian proper, American proper, Australian proper, New Zealand proper, people that have come from all over the world to build these countries and make them what they are today, or build the infrastructure and maintain the infrastructure. And now they're being shown the door. The European expansion is no longer in need, right? And this is, accountability is not being accounted for. We discussed this in depth over so many years. Finally, I have a video that took off. Finally, I have all you guys supporting me in the comment section and telling me, I don't know. A lot of these comments are up here, and they're here to see. They haven't been flagged. They haven't been taken down. And I'm very surprised that a lot of people are openly allowed to talk on this platform. So who am I? What have I been up to? What have I been trying to tell you guys for the last 10 years? Well, here it is, folks. I've been warning you guys for 8 years or more than 8 years, but 8 years ago, wages not keeping up with inflation, housing out of reach, a working poor society in the West. We must raise interest rate to curb inflation, economy headed for a dramatic collapse, prepare now. 5 years ago. More and more from New Zealand, Australia, Canada, America, anywhere that speaks English. Hyperinflation ahead, money to lose 98% of its value, wages not keeping up with inflation. Inflation riots. We talked about stuff years and years going back. A major lie, hiding inflation, standard of living versus cost of living. It's all an illusion 5 years ago. So there's amount of accountability on the table that is not being accounted for Food prices out of control. At this rate, people can't afford to buy food by 2020, 8 years ago. So look, food is costing more than my rent 6 years ago. And this is happening all over. Look, Mike in the Night, massive and food shortages ahead. Federalization and transport 2 years ago. So this is something we've been very vocal about. Amerifornia, and basically what's happening. Well, money laundering, it's becoming a thing in America. Well, Chinese buying up U.S. Amerifornia is real. That's where America turns into California. And just going into this in depth with China destroying American middle class via housing affordability. We've been on this for so many years, trying to, I guess, wake the masses up. And look, China needs to take over Seattle housing market. Amerifornia is coming. Vancouver foreign buyers tax. They put a foreign buyers tax on properties in the city of Vancouver. Average house was costing us middle class citizens $2.4 million. So we were forced out of our own markets and moved to small rural towns, as I did myself. And that's who I am, and that's what I've been about for all these years. 4,700 videos later, I don't know how many they've taken down so far. And trying to let people know that we're in this place, or we're in this position, because of a lot of greed at the government levels and very poor government management, and a very poor, purposely destroying the middle class that came to build the infrastructure in this country, where we could speak freely. I already got the next episode of Mike in the Night up for you guys. Let me refresh that on Odyssey. We're going to go live. There it is, 7 p.m. We are going to be live in this Saturday. We'll be live in 4 days. Mike in the Night with Collins. Our last episode of Mike in the Night was a great hit. Lots of good Collins. And we're going to open up our lines to open lines this Saturday if you want to join. And we put our backup videos on Rumble if you guys want to join us. There it is, Mike Martin's channel. And I'm really grateful about this video getting out and the amount of people that have taken the time to truly come out and take a few minutes of their day to tell us they feel what is happening, whether it's their aunt, their uncle, their grandma, their coworker, their friend, a friend of a friend, a coworker that knows a person, and it's basically mounting up. It's mounting up big, and it's getting out of hand. And we did say back in 2020 that 2023 will be the year of the coffin. And I just hope I'm so wrong. I hope that we could, unite, be with each other, love each other. We've been divided. We've been divided for so many years. We've been divided from global warming. We've been divided from, now it's climate change, I think. They divided us from the presidency of America. People were divided in Australia about it. The presidency of America. We've been divided by pharmaceutical, mainstream media has divided us. The accountability is horrendous, and that's why I made a video a few months back that I don't think Canada's going to have another election, another federal election, because the accountability is just so horrendous. Anyways, guys, let's stop the divide. Yes, there's a lot of revenge comments on here and saying we said so, I said so, nobody listened to me. Well, you know what? People are now listening to you. A lot of people out there truly, wholeheartedly need a friend. A lot of people out there truly and wholeheartedly need someone to talk to. So I wanted to put this message out there. Hopefully I could see you guys live on Mike in the Night on Odyssey, and we could discuss this further and go over what is happening, where it's happening, and how it's happening in your neck of the woods. Mike Martin's here. I have spoken.